Meow meow. So we're back after our lunch break. Welcome back. Let it begin. So we've been, before lunch, doing dynamic movement and dynamic release exploration. And on Tuesday, we were doing mush and dynamic relating stuff. What we're going to do now is a continuation of the mush and dynamic relating content. So this part's going to be before the thing that we just did. So I'm going to refer to stuff that we just did, but you haven't seen it yet. All the stuff about weight sharing and footwork, it's going to come later. And it's very relevant to what we're going to do right now, which is how to greet a new human and figure out what you're going to do together. It might be a hug. It might not be a hug. It's one of those things that every time you meet another person, you have to navigate. What are we going to do? People oftentimes will approach with the hand out, and so I'll give them the handshake, and then I'll pause and I'll say, that felt very formal to me. Would you like to have a hug instead? And if they hesitate at all, I go, you know what? Never mind, it's all good. And then sometimes they'll pursue me for the hug. They'll be like, no, I do want a hug. I go, oh, okay. And now they're moving towards me and I can move towards them. And when we hug, we have some momentum. We actually meet in the middle. And here we're not sharing much weight yet, but we really could if you think of trying to walk to the other side of the room and don't stop. So hold on, you stay there first. I offered you a hug. Then I was like, I feel hesitation, it's fine. And you're like, now come at me like you want a hug. Now hug me aggressively. Now your feet, the reason you're losing this battle is because your feet are directly underneath your center instead of allowing at least one foot to be behind you like you would if you were gonna start running. Yeah. So you're really tall. My head is gonna get you here. Don't bend over. But what you might do is increase your core tension, bend your knees just enough that you can tuck your tail and you have power. I really want you to win this one, not aggressively and dominantly, but just by having better posture. So we're gonna mock it again. Wait. Handshake, yeah, okay. This feels very formal. Would you rather have a hug? Yeah, I feel some hesitation. I'm gonna go. Oh, you do want a hug? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, can you push me? Try to win. Get your leg back, behind you. Yes, that's different. Now, notice that you also have this ability to change the shape of your chest. If you bring your head down and forward, it's gonna look and feel super different. I want you to go ahead and hug me the way that you maybe would with the bend over thing. Okay? So notice how my shape is collapsing back right now, and this is actively bad for my spine. Thank you for modeling that. It's really important after you model something incorrectly to do the opposite thing. I'm gonna engage my core, and this time, you do the same thing, but I'm gonna be prepared for it. I'm gonna have my core engaged. I'm not gonna let myself collapse into my spine. Okay, we're gonna have a hug. You're gonna collapse on me. I'm literally not letting it happen. It doesn't work. Let's try again. This time I am gonna hug you, but I'm not allowing the massive boulder of weight. Imagine you're on the mountain and you're climbing up and you see a thing that's coming down at you, get the fuck out of the way. And quite literally, when a person is dumping weight down into a space where they don't have any gravity, you're relying upon the other person to take it, but it's really hard to do that. So when we hug with a taller person, it's actually really nice if you can bend your knees just a little bit, but don't take your legs wider. Keep your feet close together. Balance on just one foot, but not the other. Cool. Can you get the other one behind you a little bit? Cool. Can you use that foot to push, but keep your core tight? Yep. Now I want you to really be over your center. Now from that foot, can you push this part forward? Yeah, great. Now hug. Maybe not there, maybe here. Oh, okay. Keep adjusting your foot position. Cool. Now your other foot maybe can go back where that first one is. Okay. Now can you walk slowly towards me? All right. Now you're still doing it in a way that's bilateral and symmetrical, but I've turned to one side. So now I have both of my feet pointing kind of the same direction, and I'm using my spine to shape much easier to shape laterally or kind of on a 45-degree angle than it is to do it perfectly frontal plane. It's just very difficult. So when we come together, I'd like you to choose an asymmetrical position. Both your feet are going to turn, and really treat me like that concrete barrier. Like, really. Are you ready?
Okay. Yep.
Go slow. Now hold on. Your arms already started to hug me before you had made contact with your chest. So the first thing that's going to happen is chest contact. And your arms then will find a way, but you don't need to do anything really with them. You're just going to rest them around me. The arms are actually not a super active part of the hugging process until the very end, and then they close, and you can then use that as a communication. When you're done, you feel the other person start to release the arms, and you can take your body weight back as well. So we're entering in. Now pause and go back again.
Oh.
I still feel you really slowing down before the contact point. You're getting close and you're like, oh, because you've been conditioned to think that this is going to be bad. Do it to the concrete pillar. Just go here. It's fine, we can do it from over here. Okay. So yeah, just get used to, yeah. And then practice backing up and then going back into it. And I want to try this with you now while he's doing that.
It just looks like a fight more than a hug to me.
Right, so let me, maybe I'll do it to the concrete pillar so I can kind of show you a model for it. As I'm approaching, I'm going to come right back. So, but actually, of course you can move it. Don't ask. It's really okay. You're not going to get in trouble for doing anything ever. But if you verbally interrupt my process, it's probably going to off-track us a little bit. I love you so much. Thank you. So we have the pillar here. I'm imagining that the pillar is going to come give me a hug. So I stop my foot a little bit distance away from it, and I let myself do a little bit of a spinal wave. The chest is going to contact first, and then I might have some hip contact. My feet are, and then notice I'm on my toes. I'm on my toes. With a person, be pretty passive about it. I'm going to do most of the work. Just lean in to meet me. Oh my God, that feels so good, Simone. Now, when you shifted your feet, it got worse. For me. Like it suddenly felt like, oh, we had this connection. And then he updated without me having a chance to update with him. I didn't know how to match that movement you did because you thought of it and then you did it without being in relationship to me. Right?
I see. Yeah.
And I could sense that, right? Let's try it again, where this time, don't do that, but shift your feet in some other way, but just one foot at a time so I can do it with you. So we're coming together. Do less. Meet me, cool. Find a way to turn. So your feet now, both of them are, we'll say anti-clockwise, all right? Yeah, and you can also move your feet further away now. Shift, wibble wobble, one at a time, yeah. Do you know how to do the wibble wobble? Yeah, cool. And now shape yourself. Shape yourself the way my hands are inviting you to shape yourself. Yeah, move your feet again. Great. Now we are weight sharing and we're hugging. I'm on my toes. Now if I shift my weight, you shift your weight. Now you're about to fall. You gotta move one or both of your feet further that way. Right, and now you can use this, and you can also push your hip towards me and you can shape your head away from me, and this arm is no longer helpful. Get the arm off of me and reach it that way. All right, and lengthen and shape all of this part. Whatever part you're touching with, you want it to be as big as it can get. So you can put your hand on my scapula, and let's put it on my right scapula. So the scapula is actually like, I'd like you to actually I want you to palpate where the bone is. Like really try to get it in your hand and then rest your hand right on it. Yeah, cool. So the shoulder, generally, most people, their shoulders are elevated kind of pulled forward and oftentimes internally rotated. And so then the arm moves like this, and this is the position that is, keyboard compatible. If I want to touch somebody with that part of my body, what I want to do is lengthen it. Really lengthen it. Now, can you go posterior more? Back, back, back. Cool. Now notice if I go like this, it draws me away from you. If I go like this, it naturally pushes that part towards you. The point of contact, in order to move towards your partner, all you need to do is shape every other part of the body away from it. The head, the hand, the feet, the tail, all of it. And when I unshape, it naturally carries me away from you. Mm-hmm. So if I come to make contact with you here, how would you stretch that part? Right. While you also can use your feet, exactly, and you want to turn that one as well, and then use that right foot, the outside, the pinky side, to drive your knee towards me. And turn your foot more to the side. Yeah, get your heel on the ground. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. You're still not trusting me to take your weight, but I actually want...
Yeah, this one's also difficult for me to turn further.
I think you're just not doing the thing that I'm asking because you don't realize what I'm asking yet.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of the I can't mentality, let's get into a curiosity mentality. So both of your feet can be closer together, much closer together, and lean against me. Now, you can create more of a leaning by simply, with your left foot, it's a supination, it's going to push your knee towards me. Yeah, that's it. Now, if you also now start to shape your upper body away, this part here is very convex. It's round. Now here is a sharp angle. I guarantee with rotation and bending your elbow more. Now, your feet haven't updated for a while. In general, your feet ought to be changing position every half a second, like just tiny, subtle shifts. Great. Yeah, now can you shape from here? Change your shape. I'm touching a new place now. When I touch here, how would you lengthen this part? Your right arm's gonna have to do something. All right? Can you pause for a second? I'd like you to follow my physical guidance. You feel how long that part is now? Mm-hmm. That's how you lengthen this part of your body. And you can also then retract to shorten this part. And it doesn't actually necessarily need to bend your elbow at all. You can do this whole thing with your arm just in an arc like a scorpion tail. So this principle, it applies to hugging, it applies to dancing, it applies to moving through space. Even if I'm just trying to go that direction, the first thing that I might do is a little initiation that shapes me that way. And I can do it without the ankles, and then I don't go anywhere. But if I initiate from my ankles and knees while I also change the shape, now I'm traveling, and it would naturally take me somewhere if I don't inhibit. I certainly can do this and then inhibit it and contract and pull myself back to catch my balance. What I'm inviting you to do is notice when you're falling and intentionally, actively use that inertia for some sort of dance-like movement. So if I want to come be closer to you, instead of moving towards you in a very forward way, what I'm much more likely to do is shape myself like this, take little steps till I bump into you, and now my feet are in a good position to share weight. And if your arm is in the way, you can take it up. Yeah. Little steps, shaping, moving. And now look, if we keep doing this, we're hugging. Mm-hmm. This is how a hug should feel. Mm-hmm. Keep your feet. Mm-hmm. Yep. The moment you stop moving your feet, you're going to probably not be able to match what's happening. Even if you are in a really supported, stable position, even when you're just standing like this by yourself, your body will do little tiny fall and catch, fall and catch. So when we're doing it together, come stand shoulder to shoulder with me, lean against me just a little bit, we are guaranteed to be falling and catching ourselves over and over again, and it's fine. Or we can notice which direction we're falling. I feel that direction. Don't resist it. Step, 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 shape, shape, shape. Keep going, step, 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 shape, shape, shape. And now I feel like we've come back to a balanced point. Now I felt it moving down towards our hips. Go ahead and do that. Now your feet, see how far away they are from each other? In general, if your feet are super far away from each other, you can't pick one foot up without falling. I'll model it. Right? You can't. Now, if you're really out here like this, you could use a ton of tension in your body to go like this. Right? But again, my body weight is really over my left foot. Just because I'm wide stance doesn't mean that this one's carrying any body weight. It's actually really not. But if you are distributed equally, or anywhere close to it, 60-40, 70-30, you can't pick up a foot. That's why you've got to wibble wobble them together till they're close enough that you can move one of them. Moving includes like laterally translating it through space to put it somewhere else, but more importantly, it involves rotation. So your toe is going to be pointing in different places, and what starts as a rotation, when it reaches its fullest range of motion, that tension that builds up could very easily bring the other leg, or could result in some sort of translation, or could ripple into the upper body. But for sure, when you wind up one of your limbs all the way, it creates movement potential. So when you're gonna approach somebody, it really should feel mutual in some way. And so we're both moving towards each other and allowing that our heads don't actually, at the end, hang forward. If anything, they arc up and away, but straight backwards is uncomfortable, which is why we're doing everything on a slight angle, and your head has freedom to explore space in the back space. So when you hug me, I'd like you to really think that you're hugging me with this part, and your head is just obsessed with the ceiling, loves it, it cannot get away, okay? And so as we do this, and again, also notice, you have a tendency to distribute your weight evenly with your legs externally rotated. Really think of this as like a ninja practice, where like at any moment, you're ready to like crouching tiger, hidden dragon it, right? So from here, I can't, but from here, I can. I can also change how high my hips are. I can also lift one hip or the other, but I really can't do any of those things when I'm standing like this. That's it, right? So as we come together, really turn to the side. Bend your knees, position your feet, wibble wobble them, and see if you can find a way to lean into me. Oh, we were gonna do this with you and him, so you have to go, don't you? But let's bring you here. I just want to see what happens when the two of you try to hug each other now, and you give him feedback, like I was giving you. It's okay. It's great that he wasn't paying attention because now he's going to do the thing, right? So here we go. So figure out how you're going to relate with each other.
Hello.
Okay, cool. I noticed that Simone has adjusted his feet.
Yeah. I feel like I'm falling.
Right.
I'm falling.
Right. And your hips are super far away from his hips. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So try again, but like this time, when you get to him, can you do a little bit of a back bend or a side bend? You turn to the side a little bit, and your head is definitely not moving towards him. It's staying back, really tall. Yeah. Cool. So when I look, and like you have a nice angle here, what I still see is that there's no weight sharing. So like both of you could just release the arms, and you're still standing, right? So the key here to have a weight sharing hug is that at some point your feet have to adjust subtly away from your partner. Like you will get close enough to make the contact, and then you might have to move your legs back. If you both do it simultaneously, then you won't fall. Try it. Yeah, and now shift your legs back. Keep your core tension. Don't worry about your arms right now. Just try to make good chest contact. Cool. Can you also can you be a little bit even taller? Nice. Yeah. So now that you're here, so for you, instead of having your feet like this, pick one side or the other, get your feet closer together, yep, and further away from him. Now, here's the funny part, right? Here's the funny part. You can't do it unless he's already like ready to receive your weight. So there's gonna be a moment where we're touching and I move my foot back and you're falling, but then you catch yourself, right? So if we can make that timing simultaneous, then there's no fall. Ooh, yeah. So here's the next part of the idea. Come on back again. So both of you don't know what to do with your arms right now. Here. I want you to imagine that you're gonna hug in this position, and then it's not this, it's this. Yeah, the elbow comes, yeah. And you don't do it hard. It's more of like holding a baby gently. Yeah, now can you give me a little more body weight? Great, we adjusted our feet simultaneously. This is nice. Now your head, again, it doesn't need to be so close, right? You can actually then, we can use this. This is nice. You have still a little disconnection between your pelvis and your rib cage, and it's because you're still not quite engaging the core tension and tucking the tailbone. That is going to change everything. This is Uddiyana Bandha. Try again. This is fun. I like this. Yep. Great. Dynamically, both of them positioning their feet differently. Now, do you feel balanced, or who do you feel is winning? It looks like.
I'm not giving weight.
Yeah.
Too far away.
So it looked like you were winning, but did you feel like he was kind of dumping on you, or did you feel like you were falling backwards?
I actually felt like I was falling in first, and then I was moving back, and then you were coming to me, like as if we were in
Right. So let's try something a little bit different. Turn to your side, towards the camera. Turn towards the camera, all the way, yeah. So we're gonna do a non-hug, but we're gonna kind of try to push each other. So get your arm out of the way. So we have, but not like that. See what I'm doing with my arm? Can you do the same thing? You reach it away. Nope, away. Cool, when you do that, you feel how it lengthens this part of your body. Can you also shape yourself here? Cool, now imagine that you're a football player and you're trying to score a touchdown and it's over there, right? I am blocking you from scoring the touchdown. Use your legs to drive me slowly towards the kitchen. I'm gonna yield, but you gotta push me one step at a time. Right, but now you see your hip is in front of your contact point. If you bring your hip away and you then push from the ground and you shape yourself more here, help him to get his head and his arms away. Yeah. Yes. Now, can you really, this leg is not in a position where it can push. Bring it over there. Bring it way over there. Way over there. Now, can you drive me forwards? Take one step and then another. Push me. Good. Now, when you put it down here and you push, it goes that direction, straight up. That's not gonna push me. So push me with that one, hard enough that you can lift this one off the ground entirely. Now put it down over there and push from there. Get your heel on the ground. Now, right now you still have duck feet. Can you make them parallel? Even more? Now, dig the pinky blade into the ground and push. You can do it. Dig your pinky blade. So, yes. You feel that? Nice. So this is the idea applied to a non-hug, but the exact same thing works if you are doing a sort of like a side-on hug. Now hold on. Yeah, like we're gonna twist together, which means you do right, I do left, basically. So we're coming together, and like I'm indicating the direction, we're here. Nice. And again, think of the line, yeah. Nice. Cool, and from here, you feel how it's coming that way to get your arm up over your head? Step, 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 nice. So the hugging and the dancing are totally interrelated. When you hug another person who's really skilled at weight sharing, you can tell right away. And it's pretty rare phenomenon. And I encourage you to play with it. We're gonna say goodbye to Simon now, and then we're gonna do another take.